To the Village Vinyl, everyone. Thank you for coming. Great to see a nice little crowd in here. The place is full. Me and James are going to share some music with you this afternoon.
First, I want to say, this is Steve Woan, everybody. Steve Woan.
Thank you. James Clark. I'm going to touch back on this. I met Jim when he was 15 and I was 18, so we go back a few years, both 40, something like that. Through Jim, I met Randy. Again, there's going to be some stories interspersed amongst the songs.
But first, another big round for Graham Nicholas, everybody, who is phenomenal. Thank you, sir, for opening up the afternoon. So, yes, thank you all. I can't see. Thank you all for coming out. As always, it's a extreme pleasure to play music here at Village Vinyl. Thank you to Keith and Karen for always supporting live music. There's shows here every Sunday. If you haven't been here before, you should come as often as you can, because it's always some great music here. But I've played here several times in the last 5-6 years. It's always a good time. Today is something really special for me, and I want to thank Steve Woan for organizing this. Today we're celebrating the music of Randy Clark, who was my older brother, who passed 20 years ago this month. So and Randy was a very prolific singer and songwriter. He left behind 10 of these books. These books are full of his songs in his own handwriting, and
some in calligraphy, I might add. Pretty fancy stuff.
We were very lucky that he left these behind, because otherwise we wouldn't know any of these songs.
Well, maybe one or two.
Maybe. So yes, so why don't we get rolling? This is
Take it
a
away,
song
James.
that, did you want to say anything else, Steve?
I want to say thanks for having me.
No, you had me.
Jim's trying to put me on. We're co-hosting this, okay? It was kind of an idea, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's play a
Doesn't
couple
matter,
tunes.
Steve.
We're yapping too much.
Here's a song that I suggested we do. Steve and I both picked our songs, which songs of Randy's we wanted to play. I suggested this one. Steve said, I don't know this song. But he's gonna fake it right now. And I wanted to start with the song. The song was written, it says right here, it was written in January 1990 at 91 Heman Street, which is actually just down the street here where he lived for several years. And I thought this was a great way to introduce the afternoon. This song is called Rehearsing, and basically I think it's just a song about love, which is what I think Randy was all about. Well, he was a bit about booze and cigarettes too, but
And beer.
Anyways, this is called Rehearsing. Hold you the way that I hold my guitar, and I feel there's a song in my heart. Touch you the way that I lovingly strum, and keep on rehearsing my part. Come to me now and let's start. I wanna give you the things that I give to my songs, and play with pipes in the wind. Fill you with melody, joy in the breeze, and dance with you, tumble and spin. Come to me now, let's begin. Eddies come swirling and swirling together, crashing like waves over me. Let's go on living, avenging forever. The fine line between land and sea. The fine line between land and sea. I wanna write you and sing you
dawn. For you are my night music under the stars, and you are my heart's summer song, making my heart sing along. Whispers of baby breath spoken by sages, bringing some notions to mind. Float with me, fly with your dreams to new cages, leaving this old book behind. We're leaving this old book behind. I wanna hold you the way that I hold my guitar when I feel there's a song in my heart. Touch you the way that I lovingly strum and keep on rehearsing my part. Come to me now and let's start. Come to me now and let's start. Come to me now.
Thanks very much. This is a song that Steve wanted to play.
This was a late addition. We kind of had what songs we already wanted to do. Sorry, I have to sit sideways because with my girth and my guitar, it's the only way I can fit in here. Girth, you say? No, never mind. When I met Jim, I was probably his size, slim and trim and whatever. What happened to me and what? Anyway, so we had this, and all of a sudden I was looking through. Randy had all kinds of cassette tapes he'd recorded. I looked in my drawer, Green River Whiskey. So I texted Jim. I said, "We got to try this. It's a very up tempo. I call it a toe tapper." And so we're gonna do it.
That's the thing. Randy recorded exclusively on a 4-track cassette recorder. And this is before the digital age.
Early to mid '80s.
A lot of the stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
This was written on August 16th, 1988.
Ready? Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Driving into town, I remember the days of Green River Whiskey. Grandma single on credit remains Green River Whiskey. And the voices come back when I stand by the track and remember the colors I've seen. And then green, green, green. Looking at the house, I remember the smell of Green River Whiskey. Homemade pickles, I remember it well, and Green River Whiskey. And as it should, without outlasting, the grass is growing me. And it's green, green, green. 200 miles of highway, 2,000 memories. I remember my way, the memories that please me. Still got that old keychain, says Green River Whiskey. Sometimes I swear the rain contains Green River Whiskey. And the taste comes back as I suffer the lack of that good bronze liquid dream. It tastes green, green, green. You say you want a whiskey with no regret, that's Green River Whiskey. I ain't that glass that killed me yet, good Green River Whiskey. And the Gananoque sunset slips away like friends moved on, but they're not gone. me. Driving into town, I remember the days of Green River whiskey. The grandpa super wild granary brains, Green River whiskey. And the voices come back as I stand on the track and remember the colors I've seen. And that green, green, green. And that green, green, green. And that green, green, green.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Lots of fun.
Randy and I, as kids, we used to play in bands together all the time. 1970. Well, actually, his first introduction to music, I think, was seeing the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. And of course, like every other neighborhood kid, after that, he wanted to be John Lennon. So in the summer of '71, he put together his first rock and roll band, and he convinced me to be the drummer in that band. And he wanted to call the band the New Beatles. So we were the New Beatles. The Beatles had broken up by then, so they weren't using the name anymore. They had quite a bit of success under that name, so we thought, hey, why not? After that, we moved on to some other bands, including our friend Tom Carlisle here, who's here today, who's going to be coming up a little later, play some songs. He was part of the band. Steve Woan was in a band with Randy and myself for a short time until we fired his ass.
I was gone.
But that was sort of a blessing for you because Randy quit that band soon after, and they put together a little folk duo
We did.
called Words and Music. And
I went out and bought this very acoustic guitar in 1980 or 81, and I'm still playing it. It's worked out. It's got a few battle scars, but it's worked out well.
Randy used to make little notes about some of his songs, what they were all about, what inspired him to write the song. This is a song called "Five Again," and he wrote this. He wrote this in June 1983, and he said it was a song about things we never truly ever get back. We have no trouble remembering, but the loss of our innocence is what seems to ruin it all. It's called "Five Again."
There's a fragrance in the air, and it's more than just a smell. The candy floss and straw roast and peanuts in the shell. It's the evening, it's the moonlight and the swaying of the trees. It's everything that rises up to meet the summer breeze. It was August in the city, and the early sky was gold. The day was right for Carney night when we were 5 years old. The sun was our best friend, but then, with a chance to rain, we had cherry floats and ferry boats to take away the pain. We're alive, number 5 again. Two kids moving through a wonderland, a two-straw soda at a hot dog stand, and we're alive again. Now we're 5 again. Who's it calling me tonight? It's the same old barker's voice. 3, 4 quarter, and the prize could be a choice. That midway summer colors fade right into now. I still don't know what happened, but we all grew up somehow. Still feel that fragrance in the air. It's calling to me now. We're alive, number 5 again. A 2-star soda at a hot dog stand. 2 kids moving through a wonderland. And we're alive again. 2 kids knocking over Candyland. A rockin' horse boogie from a kitty land. And we're alive again. Now we're fine again.
Live again, thank you. That's kind of an old favorite. We used to play that one quite a bit.
Any old gig stories, Steve? Any things that stand out? Any memories?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot now. It's just got to kind of...
You said you were chock full of stories, Steve.
Oh, yeah, I'm chock full of stories.
This was one of my favorites. We both agreed to do this.
I do have a few stories. I have to conjure them up.
Looking at Randy's notes here, this is mostly a hypothetical story, really just a nostalgic look back on experiences with pets. This is a song about 2 dogs. This is called Sailor and Albert.
Running like friends, thinking as quick as a fox after hens, gliding and sliding around in the bends, hunting and hopping and snooping the glens. It's easy to see why love always sends them home. Sailor and Albert been making their rounds, surprising the rabbits by making no sounds, prowling and howling like 2 crazy hounds, racing and chasing and guarding the grounds. It's easy to see why love always pounds in their hearts. Sailors are brains and Albert just follows deep through the grains and into the hollows. Back in the lanes, they're chasing the swallows, breaking their chains if we ever tie them down. And Albert's been waiting for Sailor to come back from town. Sailor and Albert been free all their lives, learning their lessons in broken beehives, running like farmers to visit their wives. And Albert sits waiting till Sailor arrives. It's easy to see why love always thrives in their lives. Sailors and brains and Albert just follows deep through the grains and into the hollows. Back in the lanes, they're chasing the swallows, breaking the chains if we ever tie them down. And Albert's been waiting for Sailor to come back from town. Sailor and Albert gonna run like friends.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
I want to say that Randy would have loved Village Vinyl. He would have loved to have been a part of this Sunday sessions, for sure. That's all I got. Take it, Steve.
I agree. He would have loved. Yeah, this would have been awesome.
I'm going to change books here for a second.
Okay. Well, James is changing books. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I told you we met when we were quite young. So I'm flipping through the classified of the Toronto Star. It was probably a Saturday because that was the best classified.
You said you wouldn't tell this story.
No, I didn't. And there was a little column. Who remembers anything? It's number 635, dramatical musical talent in the Star. And there's this ad, drummer 15. Now I'm paraphrasing here. It might not be precise. Jim, you can correct me.
Looking for a good time. Looking for a good time.
Yeah, drummer 50 into BTO looking for
Hot, sexy.
That was much later. What are you talking about?
I'm getting my ads confused.
So anyway, I replied 259-2829. How the hell do I remember your phone number? This is way before. Anyway, you know, Rain Man. My wife calls me Rain Man. I remember phone numbers. So anyway, I responded to the ad. Next thing you know, Jim's bringing his drum kit to my parents' basement up in Etobicoke, and we're jamming. I just got a new guitar and an amp. We're jamming in the band. Then, of course, through Jim, I met Randy. And then a few years later, Randy and I were playing acoustics, and we decided to have an acoustic duo called Words and Music. And we did a lot of covers, everything from Simon and Garfunkel to Dylan, you name it. But Randy would play his songs as well, and they're always a favorite. And that's my story. He wrote a song called Faye in 1981. It's always been a personal favorite of mine. I just took a liking to it, and I've been, playing it off and on here and there. And thanks to my friend John, we recorded it recently, and it's just a great song. I think it was perhaps loosely based on a relationship Randy had with a lady, but I don't think her name was Faye. So anyway, here we go. This is called Faye. Guess you never thought you'd see me standing knocking at your door. Years ago I left you crying just to see the world once more. Guess I had to find myself again before I came back to find you. That's the road I have to take. There were times I wished I had you, soft and warm and by my side. There were times that I was glad to be alone and satisfied. Take me back again. Long ago you tried to make me vow I would never leave your side. Couldn't say then what I could easily say now. For I know I would have lied. Yes, we all must climb a mountain. Yes, we all must run on a course, searching for the magic fountains, looking and drinking for its source. And fate, won't you take me back to me? I remember waking up that day, newborn sunlight in my eyes, like an actor in a worn-out play, too familiar with my life. It's free man's only free wind. Freedom don't become alone. You said being free when your freedom changed you to the road. And fate, won't you take me back to me? And fate, I will never go away. I will never go away. Thank you very much. That was great.
So one thing I noticed when I was going through these songbooks, Randy had the theme of the ocean is in a lot of his songs. And I was thinking why? Because he never lived by the ocean. I'm not even sure if he ever was near the ocean, but I think in poetry and songwriting, the ocean represents freedom and life. So I think that's probably it was a big thing with Randy, was life and freedom. So which brings us to this song, which sounds like a sea shanty to me. And it's a sing-along. I think it's a sing-along. I don't know if you guys used to play this song, right?
Yeah.
Did we get the audience participating in this song?
All the time. Constantly, yeah.
Anyways, if you want to sing
30
along
years
with this,
ago, I don't remember.
if you want to sing along with this, the chorus is really easy. It's just the words are roll me, roll me, roll.
Roll me, roll. Roll me, roll me, ocean will always be mine. Roll me, roll, just like that. Anybody can do
You might even get seasick. This is called Old John. This was written on April 3rd, 1983.
I'm up at 6, but he's already there, throwing lines in the sea, and the dew laying in there. Old John's a silhouette, all summer skies. He lights up his corn pipe and smoke signals rise. Just like you, I'm waiting till evening falls by the fire. When Old John picks up his guitar and our senses will be lifted higher. At 2 when the sun sets, I stand all ablaze like a hypocrite loser. I take to the shades, and Old John's a working his big calloused hands, living a life that so few understand. Just like him I wanted to be when I was just a boy. And Old John kept talking and trying to teach me I had to work hard to enjoy. Singing roll me roll, roll me roll, the ocean will always be mine. Roll me taken in. The clams have been dug and they lay in their tins. We find a moment to share us a smoke, a taste of the whiskey and laugh at a joke. And it won't be long now till everyone lights by the fire. No, John will tell the same old stories of apples strung by a wire, singing roll me roll, roll me roll, will always be mine. Roll me roll, roll me roll, until the end of my time. When old John's guitar fades away, the creatures of night start to run. The same things will happen the very next day, the dawn, the dark, and the sun. Just like you, I'm waiting till evening falls by the fire. When old John picks up his guitar and our senses will be lifted higher, singing roll me roll, roll me roll, the ocean will always be mine. Roll me roll, roll me roll, until the end of my time. Roll me roll, roll me roll, the ocean will always be mine. Roll me roll, roll me roll, until the end of my time.
That's Old John by Old Jim and Old Steve. Not you, John, just Old John. Catchy tune though, has a nice roll to it.
I just wanted to get drunk during that song. Where are we? Oh yeah, here we go. So we're going to do a few more songs of Randy's. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, everybody. There's a lot of friends of Randy's that are here, family as well. So I don't know if anybody remembers these songs or not, but if so, I hope we're playing some of your favorites. What are you doing after this, Steve? You're staying up here, right?
Yeah, we're Tom and I are gonna do some Jim Croce tunes. A little tribute to Jim Croce. Passed away September 20th, 1973. I always thought it would be fun. Every time the anniversary of his death rolls around, I play a couple tunes at home. That's how this whole thing started. I think Tom was talking to Keith about doing some Jim Croce, that I got involved, and then we thought we were gonna add something else. And talked about doing a thing for Randy, because Randy passed away the same month 20 years ago. And here we are. So Tom and I are going to do some Jim Croce, but not before Jim and I do a couple more.
Where is Tom? Is Tom, I think Tom's gone home.
Smoke break, I think.
By the way, it's Tom's birthday today. So when he comes back in, we'll just all yell, "Happy birthday, Tom." He doesn't want to know. It's a secret, but he's turning 73 years old today. So let's all happy 73th birthday, Tom. Is he coming? I don't want to stop the song in the middle. We'll take a chance.
You should explain how you guys grew up, like around the corner from each other, right? Went to school.
Randy went to school with Tom, and I'm not sure what grade he was in, maybe grade 2 or something. And I remember looking at the class photo, where they take photos of the whole class, and there was my brother, who looked about 10, and then there was Tom, who looked about 60.
16.
His hair, I think he went gray very, very early.
Tom's one of those guys who could grow a beard at, what, 13, 14? A mustache, you know.
Yeah.
We all had friends like that.
How did you guys know?
That was brilliant. Throwing you under the bus, Jimmy.
There's a song called December.
Hang on. Tom, we didn't tell them how old you are, though. It's just your birthday. That's it. Should we preface this? Or?
Sure, go ahead. What do you got?
Randy wrote this. He was a big John Lennon fan, obviously, as I was as well. And after John Lennon was murdered, he wrote a song called December.
He wrote this in January 13th, 1981. And I was reading his notes, and he was saying how, like everybody, when it happened, nobody could actually believe it. And he says when he first heard the news, he thought it was a really bad joke. And it took him about a week for the reality to set in. So yeah, this is called December.
Early that morning, I came down to greet the new day. Turned on the radio to see what the world had to say. A man read the copy, the good news was all turned to lies. Though I had no pictures, I knew there were tears in his eyes. On a cloud-covered Tuesday, the newspapers all look the same. I lit my last match, the wind blew the life from its flame. A miserable morning when 4 billion eyes were wanting blame. The looks I remember, December just can't be erased. Bright-colored musical boxes that no one would play. No ballerinas were dancing while no one would say. Sometimes our questions get answered, sometimes only left to float through our minds and drift on through time where they're kept. But December is calling attention through winter's long yearly convention. Ice castles melting and dying, too many warm hearts are crying. 5 days were overcast, 6 was a day for new lights. Sunday for sure be a cure for the days turn to nights. I finally believed what I could not conceive, and I cried. December had always been true to me, now she lied. With bright-colored musical boxes that no one will play. No ballerinas will dance, so I no one will sing. Sometimes our questions get answered, sometimes only left to torture our minds and drift on through time where they're kept. But December is calling attention to long yearly convention, ice castles melting and dying, but too many warm hearts are crying. I sat down to sing him the song and forgot every word. Remembered the tune in my head, but forgot every chord. Only the candle that flickered away in the night could find the solution, but one finger snuffed out its light. On a snow-covered Wednesday, when all of humanity came, I lit up a candle, no wind snuffed the life from its flame.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Nice job, Jimmy. Nice job.
Hello, Shelley. Who's that? No way. I thought she was about 10. We're going to do a couple more, and then Tom, the birthday boy, is going to get up and finish off this set. It's going to be something very special. My brother Randy wrote a song for the girl that just walked in. And when Tom and his wife Shelley had their baby, Randy wrote a song called Almost Uncle, which Tom is going to perform. I've not heard this song in 12 years. How old is she?
34.
Holy crap. I've not heard this song in 34 years.
I haven't heard it in a while either.
There's another song that's close to Steve's heart, and he insisted we play this song.
I did not insist any.
It's one of Randy's more lighthearted songs.
Yeah, Randy had a bit of humor in some of his songs. Some of them were very serious, as you can see. Some were funny. I remember we used to play songs by Jim Stafford, like Spiders and Snakes, and Cow Patty, and kind of fun songs. So we're, that type of thing. And maybe that was his inspiration. I don't know.
I think a big hit when Randy played live, he'd written this novelty tune that was based on the Irish Rovers, The Unicorn, and he changed the words and called it The Cockroach. And I think he kind of regretted that, because that's all anybody ever wanted to hear when he played, "Play the cockroach, play the cockroach."
Should I play a couple bars?
Sure, I'll go.
He used to always do a little Irish accent. Now forgive me, because this is shitey. But I'll just play this. His mom and his sister. Diane, where are you?
Right here.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see. He would call for this song, and I'd look at Randy, and he'd look at me like, I guess we got to play it.
Steve, I think it was more mom than
It was
me.
I think it was your mom, but she loved it. She loved the song. What are you gonna
Love
say?
it,
You're right.
yeah.
If it was my mom, I would have played it too. Anyway, I just play a couple bars. It went kind of like this.
I know. That's what he said.
How did it go again?
Sounds like the
A
Unicorn.
long time ago, when the earth was new, there was more kinds of insects than you could ever shoe. They infested the earth, but one was real gross. Am I doing that wrong?
Oh, for real gross.
Okay, yeah. And the ugliest of all was the old cockroach. There was black caterpillars and ladybugs, and all the things you find underneath your rug. The hairy black spiders are you afraid to approach, but the ugliest of all was the old cockroach. That's all I'm doing. We went on and did a whole verse. I did a solo. But it was a lot of fun, based on the unicorn, of course, right? Of course, I couldn't write my own song, so I just kind of played along with Randy and went for the ride, and it was a lot of fun. So anyway, this song, written by Randy, tongue-in-cheek, this is called Don't Touch It. I never realized you're so insincere, using all your childish lies to get me over here. I know there's only one thing that you crave, and you want it in your hands to touch it and to play. But don't touch it, 'cause it's much too big for you. Don't touch it, 'cause it's long and sleek and new. Get your greasy fingers off its tall and glistening shine. Don't touch it, don't touch it, it's mine. I never realized you were so immature. No, I won't change my mind, 'cause I'd like to keep it pure. I know that you only want to worship it for yourself. Girl, I've only fingered it once or twice myself. So touch it, stop playing with that thing. Don't touch it. Get your greasy fingers off its tall and glistening length. Don't touch it, don't touch it, have strength. Well, by now she talked the sweet talk, and I'm telling you no lies. She grabbed it right away from me, she let her fingers fly. By the time she was finished, there was a spinning in my head. I thought I must apologize, so I turned to her and I said, I never realized you did that so well. Wasn't gonna let you touch, but what the hell. I must forgive you, 'cause talented you are. Don't you know that all musicians hate to lend a new guitar? So don't touch it, stop playing with that thing. Don't touch it, 'cause you might break a string. Get your fingers off it, stop messing with the hole. Don't touch it, don't touch it, you've been told. There you have it, don't touch it. Lots of fun. I know what you're all thinking, it was a guitar, come on. Women, dirty, never mind, dirty minds.
Alrighty. Thank you again for listening, everybody. This is our last song.
Yes, thank you for coming out, everyone. But don't leave yet, because Tom and I are going to play some Jim Croce tunes. And, yeah.
It's a song when Steve asked me to do this, we were thinking of songs to play, and I contacted my sister, Diane, who's here. I said, do you have any requests for this show? And she named a couple of songs, which I liked them both. I thought they're both great songs. So we're gonna do one of her requests right now. But I want to mention, she tells a story. I'm going to tell the story because she always tells a story whenever she's drunk.
No.
I don't know. Are you drunk right now? Because you can tell a story if you want to.
I don't know what story. I tell lots of stories when I'm drunk.
Well, that's true, but this particular one sticks in my head. So when we were all kids, and Randy and I were first playing music together in the basement of our house, and Randy would be playing guitar and I'd be playing drums, and Diane always claims she always felt left out because she couldn't play anything.
If I had no talent, you could say.
Because she had no talent. So she'd always scream upstairs to our mother, Randy, she won't let me play. And so, and Mom would shut down, oh, let her play something. So we'd throw her a tambourine, and we found out she couldn't even play the tambourine.
I still can't. So
Talent was all used up by the time, you know.
I have a tambourine. She always wanted to play the tambourine.
Come on,
So
Diane.
I don't know how.
someone's got to play the tambourine.
Diane,
I think it should be Diane.
I don't know how. Just shake it.
I think Claude should.
Filling in for Diane Clark is the lovely Claude Kent.
Claude's got rhythm, man.
Thank you, Claude.
There he is. I didn't see him.
Claude has a bit of history entwined in this story. Claude grew up. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. Claude's a fantastic tambourine player, as you're about to see. Oh. Can you do that, Diane? She'll show off again. So this is called Marooned. I remember hearing this song for the first time and thinking, wow, this sounds like a Jimmy Buffett song, which really pissed my brother off. But he actually mentioned it in his notes here that it didn't plan on being a Jimmy Buffett song, but it came out a little bit like that. This is called Marooned. This was written March 1985, according to these books. Shall we?
Yeah.
Maria, you can open your daddy's tequila. It's so good to see you. Put your hand in my hand, we'll stroll. I've been thinking of a fortune and fame and the cards that they deal ya. It's true what they say, get away, it's so good for the soul. Catching some rays in the haze of a tropical island. Counting the hours with the waves in a sunny lagoon. Making our way under lavender skies into nowhere. Flying so free and happy to be marooned. The world and its beaches crowded with tourists and hot dogs. I think carousel music and seaside regattas are fine. But 2,000 miles of the sea on a speck in the ocean. I'll be making some music with you on our island divide. Catching some rays in the haze of a tropical island. Counting the hours by the waves in a sunny lagoon. Making our way under lavender skies into nowhere. Flying so free and happy to be marooned. Well, I took some vacations and found I was still in the city. Dragging my feet when I should have been wasting my time. But 2,000 big miles away on a speck in the ocean. I'm stranded on a hand in my hair with all but you and sunshine. Catching some rays in the haze of a tropical island. Counting the hours by the days in a sunny lagoon. Making our way under lavender skies into nowhere. Flying so free and happy to be marooned. We're flying so free and happy to be marooned.
Good podcast. Thank you, sir. Mr. Steve Woan. Thank you, Steve, for
You're welcome. Thank you. James
what a great
Clark.
idea. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you Keith and Karen for hosting. Thank you very much. We're going to
Yeah, that was great. Thank you, guys.
we're going to end the set with something I mentioned earlier, something very special. Mr. Tom Carlisle is going to get up here and play one of Randy's songs that he wrote 34 years ago for his new baby daughter, who is somewhere in the room. Mr. Tom Carlisle, everybody.
Come on up, tell them. Following that, we're going to play a couple of Jim Croce tunes.
Why not? They can't hear me play.
No. Come on, you got to, because I'm plugged in.
Jim, Shannon's right here.
Oh.
Shannon, everybody. The subject of this next song. Hello, Shannon. How have you been the last 25 years?
Getting old.
Anything new?
Whatever.
Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's
Watch that first step, Steve.
Yeah, thank you. Where am I going to sit now? It's okay.
You can sit on my lap.
No, go ahead.
Do you want me to leave?
No. In 1984, I had a lovely daughter, Shannon, and Randy showed up and he had his, well, he was playing my guitar, but he showed up with this great big freaking pink unicorn, but that big, and we had that for years and years and years, and I couldn't throw it out because it was Uncle Randy that gave it to her. And finally, when she got to be a teenager and she didn't want her friends to know that she had a pink unicorn, we threw it out. But,
It's a lovely story. It's a lovely story.
Then he wrote it and played it for her in 1984, but he recorded it in 1988. And, you know, the guy that transposed it onto a CD for me just recently, he thought it was a really good tune and he couldn't get it out of his head, so they want me to do it. So I don't play plugged in. I'm not a performer. I just go to house parties and stuff, so if it's all right with you, I'll just pretend we're at a house party and you're just friends of mine.
Do you have any beer, Tom? In the fridge? It's a crappy party.
Some folks say when a child is born, hooray for the dad and mom, but you can say hooray for me. Sorry, I'm out of tune. Hey, say hooray for me, because an almost uncle I'll be. I got first in a long, long line of almost nieces and nephews of mine. Can't hardly wait till she starts crying. Almost Uncle Randy, is it candy time? We'll have chocolate drops and lollipops, yo-yo strings and spinning tops. I'll hide bubble gum in my hat, because an almost uncle's like that. Then we'll take a trip to the ice cream store, where we'll see how many flavors we can fit on the floor. We'll spend the day just swatting flies while the sun melts our Eskimo pies. Forgot the words. Her mom and dad might scream at me, we're trying to keep her sugar-free. I'll reply most wickedly, I'm just an almost uncle, you can't blame me. Some folks say when the child is born, hooray for the dad and mom, but you can say hooray for me, because an almost uncle I'll be. Sorry about all this.
Tom Carlisle, everybody. Thanks, Tom, for being a part of this. Stick around, everybody. Steve and Tom will be back. Thank you again for listening, everyone. This is it's been a great day for me.